And good morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray, and this is Odie. We're sitting at 65 this morning. Could be some fog where you are. Be careful. Leave a little bit early from home wherever you've got to go, just in case that stuff's out there messes up your view, some shape, form, or way. How are you?
Starting to settle in a little bit. Doing good this morning. I'm on my P's and Q's this morning.
Why is that?
My preacher's in the house.
Ooh, we're going to find out if Odie's been naughty or not. One thing that we want to point out, this is kind of like breaking news as we got Highway 1180 West. And let me take that back. Highway 80 West, say that correctly. If you get off of the truck stop, we've got an overturned 18-wheeler. As we go here to take a look, here we go. It's on the side there, and the best we can determine, Odie, is coming in. It shifted, maybe?
Yeah, it's got those huge paper rolls. It's a lot of weight. It's maxed out on weight, and whether he took a turn too sharp and something shifted, we don't really know.
This would be similar to what they get down at specialty rolls, those big rolls of paper that they...
huge rolls. So now you've got to come in, and you've got to pull every one of them out of the trailer. And then get them loaded up on another truck. So it's going to be a minute, and if you're in that area, there's going to be some
congestion,
little congestion in that area this morning. So,
in a little bit, we'll tell you about how congested it was on I-59 yesterday. Very. It caused traffic delays for hours yesterday. More and more.
They were in a spot where they could detour, but you still had a lot of people that in between the two detour spots.
Right.
That were kind of stuck there.
So that's the big news that's happening as of right now. We'll have more on this coming up in just a little while. So use caution on that. Volunteer fire department helping out with this along with the sheriff's department. And it could be a minute, as we said.
Yeah, so just because you're coming up Highway 80 from Meehan, just be extra cautious. Maybe jump on the interstate a little early.
Yeah, I saw where your what was that group yesterday? That singing group, Mary Jane. Who was that? What was that group's name?
I
lost my spot there of what his name was. Well, I have to get back to it because I can't find his name of that group yesterday.
I was running late.
There it is. But Jane's Addiction.
Jane's Addiction, yeah.
Yeah, Jane's Addiction, which somebody I think was addicted to come up with that name to begin with. But as they were on their farewell get back together tour, they all got in a fight yesterday. We announced it and they've canceled the tour. Lead singer now realizes, well, I probably won't get any money, and let me apologize to everybody. I think it's over at this
Well, what's
point.
the reason that we all split up in the first place?
Couldn't get along.
Oh, yeah.
What was the Eagles? You know, they had put out, what was it, When Blank Freezes Over?
Yeah.
That was and then I guess it unfroze there for a little while as they got back together.
Well, it was global warming, you know. It kind of
But how many times have we heard, they all lie to us, of this is my farewell tour, and they cash in, and 5 years later, here I go again, I got to have a new driveway.
Yeah. Well, so we talked about him the other day on the bad part, so here we're going to talk about the good part. And
What's that?
So Brett Favre, you know, I'm done with football. I'm done. I'm retired. I'm going home. I'm through. So he leaves and then says, I'm going to come back and play for Minnesota.
Is that Brett?
Yeah.
Brett done
So,
it?
you know, he didn't do real hot that next year. I think he retired 1 year later.
Well, you know, he's in the news this morning for jumping up. And for Taylor Swift, he said, you know, you shouldn't have done that. He's taking digs at her.
A lot of people said that she's using her wrong platform like she's ever bought a loaf of bread.
But everybody does it. Every actor, y'all know it, every year they do this.
That's why I don't watch the CMAs anymore.
Yeah, and also if you remember back during the elections in Tennessee 4 years ago, she endorsed someone and they didn't win. So I know she has a lot of followers, but just because you're a spokesperson doesn't mean that translates into votes is what I'm getting at.
Well, when you buy a ticket up in the highest nosebleed section you can get to go watch a concert, and you're so far away for the
And you
the
still
big
paid
Tron, and it's
$250.
$1,800.
Oh, is that what they cost?
Yes, sir. $1,800, and triple that to be down on the floor. But we're talking about one. Well, you can't even see the big screen TV they got up there. You're so far back, and it's $1,800.
Man, I was thinking like $50 would be high for a concert.
Well, I do too.
I'm a little behind times there.
I don't go to as many as I used to.
But, you know, and also I'll say this also as you fairly put things out. I ran into somebody not long ago that said, Garth Brooks concert got a little political up in there. And I haven't seen a Garth show in years, so I can't say for myself. But I was told.
Garth does.
And it leans way to the left turn, Clyde.
Yeah.
And Garth claims to be Republican, but so many artists try to use their platform. Just be an actor. Just be Dolly. Have you ever heard her endorse anyone? No, and that's the way it ought to be. Mm-hmm. Just you do your job, I'll do my job. You make your own decision. But there's very few entertainers who can do that, Odie.
Well, they're scared that the powers to be is going to pull their record contract or their TV contract if they don't jump on this bandwagon. You know, do they really believe what they say, or are they scared that they're going to lose that almighty dollar for running their mouth and saying, I don't believe in this or I don't believe in that one? You know, it's all run by this dollar here, and everybody's so scared. I mean, when you turn around and looking at you've got a chance of your taxes fixing to go up and you're going to lose 30-40% of your taxes, and the value of your home is going to end up costing you more than it's worth with taxes under Harris, and you've got somebody that works at ABC that's making $400,000 or $500,000 a year, knowing they're fixing to pay $200,000 in taxes and they still support her, it's because they're scared they're going to lose that contract.
But America is truly divided when it comes to politics. And I say this even on a local level. If y'all remember the election, when was that last election that we had here?
3.5 years ago.
No.
Oh, you're talking about here?
Yeah. Even on the local level, I saw a lot of things that I just never thought I would see, of digs and jabs. And,
I mean, it was getting dirty. Go after a policy, but don't go after the candidate.
It gets hairy, and I hate that America's that way, and I don't know how to fix that.
I want to see,
but I witnessed it,
and Trump is included on this too. Don't go on the defensive as much. You tell us in America what you plan to do if you're elected to this office. I don't care if you're a Republican. I don't care if you're a Democrat. I don't care if you're independent. I don't care if you're a wigwam. It doesn't matter what you're running under. Just turn around and say, as your person, this is what I plan to do and how I plan to do it. Quit attacking each other.
And I wouldn't be a good politician. And I totally understand when people come after you, your first is, let me fire back. It's tough. You got to be thick-skinned, and we're not thick enough, I guess. We're thick.
Well, I'd hound and then turn around and tell you what I want to do. How do I want to make your life better?
Well, that's the way it is. We did have something, and we got some preacher talking coming up here in just a second here. We want to bring this up before we go to commercials there. Remains have been identified. If y'all remember, this was right before Stella took office, and she was on the side of the road with me, and she done the interview about this. As they identified the body, it has positively been identified as Geno Jones. There was speculation that night, and then maybe not. But after autopsies and DNA tests, it has come back 100%. Closure for the family, without a doubt. I didn't say it's a good closure. It's a closure.
But it does help. It does help, and our prayers are going to continue to be with you.
The Meridian Police Department released the following statements: that the human remains found off Jimmie Rodgers Parkway and East Adams Road last November has been identified as belonging to Geno LaShawn Jones. He was 33 of Meridian, was last seen by a family member on September the 27th. Almost 1 year from the date. We're close to it. Around 6 p.m. in the area of 8th Avenue and 16th Street. Jones was traveling by bike, and, as we have the announcement this morning, and positively. So condolences to the family. We hate this regardless. Just hate it there. Again, closure, but again, it doesn't take away the pain. We'll be right back as we try to brighten your morning. 65 right now. That's something to get happy about.
It feels good out there.
We'll be right back. As the seasons change, so do your clothes. And Garrett Sports Center on 8th Street has exactly what you need. Habo shirts, long and short sleeve. Also Hulk shirts. And America's favorite brand, Carhartt. Whether you need work pants or slacks for church. And nothing lasts like a pair of Carhartt overalls. Maybe it's a set of boots that you need. From box to lacrosse, they have the boot for you. And as hunting season rolls in, they have all the camouflage you need and toboggans to boot. Garrett Sports Center, 3505 8th Street, Meridian. Summertime has arrived, and Freeman Tractor on Highway 494 has the exact lawnmower for your need. If you've got a big yard with acres and acres to mow, they have a mower for that. No matter the size yard you have, Freeman Tractor has the lawnmower that fits you and your budget. From 48-inch all the way up to 60, or the X-Mark lawnmower. Plenty of these to choose from. Also, they carry a complete line of LS tractors. Come by for a test drive today. Financing available. Drop in today to Freeman Tractor, Highway 494, see coleslaw or buttermilk. Have you been wanting your own building, your own shed? Speak to our friends at Best Sadia Building, 601-728-1954. Now, they can custom build you a home from a barn dominium. Maybe it's a shed that you're needing, or a simple place to park your car, a garage, a camp house. Maybe you need a place to park your tractor, your motorcycle, or even that lawnmower. They can custom design whatever it is you need. Quality work, trustworthy, Best Sadia Buildings. Speak with Drew, 601-728-1954. Welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray, along with Odie. It is Wednesday. It is Hump Day, is it not?
Oh, Hump Day. We finally made it, Steve. Steve, you know what day it is, Steve? I miss that commercial.
The little camel standing there in the back.
Yeah.
Funny stuff that makes your days go by smoothly and quickly there. Lots going on. And every year there's usually a tent and a big crowd, and you go, well, what are they doing under the tent? Oh, do you want to explain this to me, what goes on here?
Yeah, so this is special to me because the church I go to, College Park Methodist, the church was picked because of our location, and it means a lot to have that here. And so we've got Kenneth and George with us this morning talking about the, what year is this? The fifth annual year, the Bible reading marathon. So tell us exactly what that entails. When we start this?
Well, it's going to start Wednesday morning. We're going to have a kickoff service. We're going to do a little opening service at 8:30, and then at 9 o'clock we're going to start reading, and we're not going to stop till we get all the way through Revelation. And that'll be sometime Saturday evening.
24 hours.
24 hours a day. Yep.
That is really something, and that takes a lot. And one person cannot do this. There's absolutely no way. And we need people to come in, and you're looking for people to come in and say, hey, I'll read for 15 minutes or 30 minutes, whatever you want to. And so how does that work with community participation?
Well, Brother Paul Rayleigh kind of keeps the sign-up sheet and keeps track of who all is reading. And we do it in 15-minute blocks. But churches or Sunday school classes or groups of people or whoever can sign up for a block of time if they want. And it really doesn't matter how long each individual reads, but they'll have a block for maybe an hour or 2 hours that they just want to read. And it's really wonderful. They come. We have people reading from their native language Bibles. We've had Vietnamese Bibles. We've had German Bibles, Spanish Bibles. Your own translation. We provide a Bible. We have a Bible there. We'll have 2 podiums set up where we alternate back and forth between them. But you can bring your Bible if you like.
How's that midnight hour working out for you and getting volunteers? I'm just curious.
Well, you'd be surprised. There are people that are night owls that just love that, and we've got a group that is like that.
And again, I want to point out this is not just during daytime. It is 24/7. I've watched it at 2 a.m., 3 a.m. Y'all are there reading the Bible.
The word of the Lord's being proclaimed, and we have security. Security is out there as well, so it's a safe, wonderful environment. So.
Whether it's 1 or 50, y'all keep right on going.
That's right.
Oh, it is. It has really been something. It means a lot, and it's not just that Bible reading going on here. Right beside it is a prayer tent, and you can go in, just sit under this prayer tent, and if you want someone to pray with you, all you got to do is say, "Hey, come here," or you can sit there in private and have a conversation with you and Almighty. It is a very touching ordeal.
Yes.
On your way home, just stop in. You don't have to read or anything, but stop in. There's chairs. You can sit there and listen to the word. There'll be some music playing off to the side. It is a big ordeal that's going on, and it is wonderful just to get up close and personal with the Lord. And you can do it right there.
Correct. You sure can.
And I brought up College Park Methodist Church because that's where it's held at. But what all churches are involved with this? Because this is not a one church deal at all.
Well, it's a community-wide effort. It really is. It's sponsored by the East Lauderdale Community Churches, which is a covenant group of churches here. But this is a community-wide, even not just Lauderdale County. We have churches from Kemper County, churches from Clark County coming that participate and read. So it's truly a far-reaching thing. And somebody posted on there, is it going to be online? Yes, it is going to be live streamed on our Facebook page, which is East Lauderdale Community Churches is the name of it. And so you can watch along, and from your comfort of your home if you like, or if you're scheduled to read, you can kind of see where we're at.
And so how fast you got to get there.
That's right.
What chapter may be yours? And one thing that you've got on the asking questions is you're not going to have an English teacher sitting there grading you on how you pronunciate all these words that come out of the Bible.
Not. There's some tough ones in there too.
Oh yeah. Just let me get a hold of something. I can change the whole meaning.
So just kind of come and jump in and read. God will help you talk. God speaks through me every morning at the end of the show because ain't none of that come out of my noggin.
Yeah, I understand. Look, do you ever have people in the church just get out of hand? Just be honest. You ever have somebody just...
Well,
Charlene.
Once in a while.
Well, we got a picture I thought we would share on this, and I don't even know what to think, Odie. Let's just take a look here and see what we got.
There we are. Oh, goodness.
Well, I mean, look, the preacher doesn't even have a plate of food.
She took it. 3 plates
boy.
here.
Yeah, nothing but bones in one of them.
Poor Charlene. Yeah.
Charlene was all over it there.
Yeah.
And she was a visitor.
Who's she watching there on her phone?
There is no telling.
I'm
Probably
trying.
looking to see how much food's left over on the buffet line.
Yeah, she had her plates. Yeah.
She was giving that dessert there a hard time.
She was indeed.
Well, look, we appreciate y'all coming in. And give us the dates and the times for all this. When all this starts, the cars filling up in the parking lot, what everybody knows happening.
We will begin 8:30, as Brother George said. We'll do a brief worship service, approximately a half-hour worship service at 8:30 Wednesday morning, September 25th, next Wednesday, a week from today. And the reading will begin promptly at 9 o'clock, and we'll continue nonstop 24 hours a day until we finish all the way through the Bible, sometime Saturday afternoon, usually late afternoon, 5, 6 or something.
All right.
Again, come out, sign up, call Brother Paul Rayleigh's number at 601-479-6723. Or you can email at paulrayleigh@comcast.net to sign up. And maybe, you may be one that just, you just don't feel comfortable reading for whatever reason. Come on out, have a seat, get a bottle of water, and just sit and participate and listen to God's word being read. There's nothing, Scotty Ray and Odie, there's nothing more powerful that I can think of than just simply God's word being read. I often say that we preachers, we love to hear ourselves talk, but there's something about just God's word being read. There's power in his word. And so we would just encourage the whole community to come out and participate. And I believe with all of my heart that God can and will do some tremendous things through this Bible reading marathon, that we could begin a revival right here in Meridian, Mississippi. and that lives would be touched and changed in a great way.
Amen.
I see Stella needs a little extra burst there. Y'all do a little shout out to Stella.
Yeah, that's my girl Stella.
We love
Good
Stella.
morning, Stella.
Thank y'all for coming. We appreciate it so much. God's word is strong. We do hope you'll get a chance to swing by that. And again, I've seen it for years, and I stopped last year and visited another tent. If you've always wondered what's happening there, there's usually a deputy around as well. Come see them.
That's right.
It's going to be happening next week. More coming up here at the Scotty Ray Report.
Jewelry. With generations of refined expertise, she ensures your cherished pieces are meticulously cared for. Pettit Jewelers, Philadelphia.
The selection is always changing at Massey Supermart Auto Sales with low mileage cars and trucks. How about a 2022 Jeep Wrangler? Or a 2021 Honda Ridgeline Sport with only 40,000 miles, a GMC Denali, or a 2024 Silverado 2500. Drop in today and find the car that you're looking for. They're packed with low-mileage cars and trucks.
The low profit dealer, Massey Supermart.
For something as vital as your eyes, you should have your lenses and contacts made with the utmost care and precision. And that's what Grayson Optical does on 24th Avenue. Since 1996, Grayson Optical's mission has been to provide Meridian and surrounding areas with quality eye care products. That's why we're locally owned and operated. And don't forget, custom-made sunglasses like Costa for your eyes only. When you need to see clearly, Grayson Optical. 2021 24th Avenue, Meridian. 601-693-6374.
Meridian's favorite barbecue is Squealer's Barbecue, named the barbecue capital for the state of Mississippi. Whether it's barbecue, wings, or burgers, Squealer's simply has the best for a family environment. Every Thursday night, there's live music out on the porch. Takeout orders are welcome, and whether it's your next tailgate or large catering event, your friends at Squealer's are there to help. Drop in for lunch today or a night out on the town. Squealer's Barbecue, the best in fine barbecue.
Welcome back, Scotty Ray and Odie on a busy Wednesday morning. Just for you, don't forget there is an incident out at the truck stop, Highway 80 near the prison. If you're heading in that direction, 18-wheeler has turned over. Emergency officials are on the scene. There's no leakage. It has paper in the back, right?
It has a big paper rolls that are extremely heavy, extremely bulky, and it's just going to take a little time to get that cleaned up. But no injuries, no hazmat, no danger at all. It's just we got a mess over there. So.
And as we're all thankful for what is and what could have happened, yesterday afternoon we got word that a 6-year-old little boy had drowned or went under in a pond. He was revived. Metro Ambulance arrived. Bailey Volunteer Fire Department arrived on the situation. Lima deputies. It was everybody that you could think of as we arrived on scene there.
Yeah, everyone showed up. It didn't take long for everybody to get there, and God was there before anybody.
And I ask this because I don't know a lot about this. You're a little bit more experienced in this than I am. After the little boy was revived and he looked to be, he was talking, he was still rushed to Jackson due to the fact that what could have happened, Odie?
Well, they're just wanting to make sure he gets checked out.
But I'd never heard the
100%.
word secondary drowning. I'd never heard that before. That was new to me.
And your body is in shock, and just make sure that his lungs are clear, that everything is good with him. Make sure that you don't have any kind of dirty water. Don't know if that was real clean water.
Right.
Got in his lungs. Infections could come in. So want to make sure that he gets somewhere to really get checked out. And the best way, the easiest way to get him there is to call in a bird.
And this is the bird landing at Faith Baptist.
Yeah.
And as you'll see there, this arrives during emergency. I know it's loud with the helicopter blowing there, but as you can see, the wind blowing very hard. And a big thank you to them landing. And as we've often said, you never know when you might need to use this. You can even get insurance to where it's minimal pennies a day if you have to take one of these flights, an insurance policy.
Yeah, me and Amy, we pay $200 a year. That's $100 a piece. $100 a year for helicopter insurance. And that is for PHI and for air care. That's both of them. And because we travel a lot and we do a lot of cruises, we've also got the insurance where they will come down to South America and pick us up in an airplane and bring us back. And it doesn't cost us anything extra. We're not stuck with a huge bill because we use that service. But man, and then at one time somebody said that there was a Smokey and the Bandit.
I hadn't quite got that up yet, but
Well, we'll have to show that in a minute because that was somebody said Smokey and the Bandit was on scene.
and what happened was somebody was being nice.
What
and
had happened, boy?
Odie and the gang, about 50 of you, took pictures of someone holding my hat as the helicopter was landing, and the wind was very strong. And I got it, man. It's funny. It is funny. Every time the copter took off, whoop, there went the cowboy hat. And, even Al posted a video in the helicopter's taking off, and you see an ambulance, and then you see a cowboy hat go, whoop.
Oh, but it didn't fly off when it landed.
Nope. I had it held there. Betty, hold my hat.
PHI and air care. You can go in and search. We'll get some phone numbers and push y'all that information out. But it is very good to have. And guys, we've got both of those helicopters are stationed right here in Meridian.
Yes, sir.
At our airport, and that is a huge blessing.
Oh, well, as a matter of fact, we got the pictures. Odie.
Yeah, we just found out. Oh, it's up. So. It was
200-mile-an-hour winds, we can handle it. Big thank you to my hat man.
Oh, Al. Al's gardening gifts and hat holding.
That was, I'm telling y'all, it was funny. And then there's a picture that was sent to me of everybody that was over the corner taking a picture of the. That's what's even funnier because it's every camera that you can imagine. Click, 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 getting Scotty Ray back.
Oh man, it was something.
Oh, we enjoyed that. I do appreciate that.
Oh, I need to. All right, so I pay $100 a year per person. So it costs me $200 a year for this service, Miss Irma. I pay $60 to PHI for that service around here, and then for both me and Amy, it's everyone in your household. And then I pay $140 a year to Air Care, which also includes they'll come pick me up in South America. So that's why it costs me $200 a year, and for everybody in the household, and it's just me and Amy. So I just said it's $100 a person. So what happens if you don't pay? If you don't buy this insurance, or what? These
Costs you a lot of money.
These helicopter rides go anywhere from $50,000 to $80,000. I hate insurance. I hate taxes. But that's one insurance I don't mind paying $200 a year for.
Let's go back to the truck stop, Odie, and show you what things look like at this point if you're pulling into the Mr. Fuel. Which
you can't park there.
Nope. If you're headed to the prison to visit a friend, could get held up a little while there. Here we go. It's overturned big time. And most likely, if we're guessing here, the truck turned in going a little fast. The weight shifted and caused it to just flop over. As we look here, let's look at some more pictures. There's something bounced up into its undercarriage.
Woof. Yeah. Well, I mean, you can get an inspection done.
Yeah, a lot easier there. If you need to replace a U-joint, this is the time to do it.
Yeah, I mean, so much easier.
Wow. Missing a windshield there also after all that. But that's the scene this morning from Highway 80 West. If you're in the area, be careful there. We want you to.
And glad the driver was okay.
Yes.
Everybody's fine.
I want to bring this up. This is one of those situations we need a little prayer here because we know it's going to be some recovery time. Yesterday, there was a male that fell off a roof. They were cutting trees. Sawdust got on the tin of the roof, and his feet come out from underneath him, and woof, he went. And this is what this was about here. Fell somewhere 8-9 foot off of a roof to the ground. Some broken bones, I think maybe something to do with the foot, leg area there. A little prayer, going to take some time to recover from a fall like that. We certainly hate that.
Yeah.
It can happen in the blink of an eye. First responders jumped on that, and a big thank you to Long Creek for jumping into action and heading there as quickly as they could. A lot of people were investigating that. Shad White visited some. Did I mention Shad this week?
Shad, we hadn't mentioned him today.
No.
But he's always out and about.
Well, Sardis is where we're going. Sardis, Mississippi. If you're you don't be keeping money that's not yours, because you will end up here with Shad White's name near you, and that's how it happened there.
That's how you get on the Scotty Ray Report.
That's how it gets you a fast track right on the show. We'll make you famous there. They arrested Lisa Goodman. She was the former worked for the water department there, and again, changing bills, things that were paid in cash, and his office has caught that. No matter how big, how small, they will prosecute, and that's what we've got. Serious stuff there. We forgot to wish somebody a happy birthday yesterday.
I didn't. You didn't tell me it was her birthday.
Well, I knew, and then I was waiting on an appropriate picture, and then it was late before I got it to get up. But we got to say happy birthday. Jane Doe is the alias that sometimes she's called.
Yeah, everybody knows. It was Officer Jennings. Then it was Deputy.
Yes, it was.
Now it is
Investigator. Look
And,
at there.
she was a very good addition to Lauderdale County Sheriff's Department.
I told her she's the best dressed investigator they got down there.
Yeah.
Happy birthday. That was yesterday. If you bump into her, make sure to wish her a happy birthday. Sweet as she can be. Known her a long time. Always been nice, no matter who, what, or how.
She is.
Something that we want to remind you about before we go to commercials here. Rose Hill Cemetery Tour is coming up again, Odie. This is a blast if you have never been to this event. People come out in droves to watch this.
This is not a scary thing. This is completely 100% history informative, done in a third-person type deal. There's someone that is standing at the gravesite of whoever's there, and they tell their story of who they are and what they did in Meridian and Lauderdale County. And it is a great place to take your kids and let them see and hear these stories as they're acted out in front of you in third person. It's great.
The Bailey haunted house is a little different.
Now, that is a great place to take your kids if they like scary stuff.
That's the way to go, isn't it?
That is coming up soon. They're out there working. I'm trying this year to get Scotty Ray. He would not go through it with me last year. We're going to work on that this year. But that is, they're putting this on, I can't remember how many years it is now, 12, 13, 14, 15 years. And it has always ranked on up towards the top, and not just the state, but nationally as a haunted house. So go out and see them. It'll be at least all of October that they'll be open, and support a great cause while you're doing it.
I don't think at this point Highway 80, if you're coming into it, is blocked at this point. Later they'll have a wrecker out there at some point.
Yeah.
But at this point, I think everything is you can get by, just slowly go through the area, because I'm sure there's some people parked on both sides of the road there.
Now, if they get off the interstate, depends on, we don't know what the truck traffic is that's getting off the interstate, but they should be able to get off the interstate and take that left and be able to safely go that way.
Yeah, this is a little bit further back on toward the prison.
Yep.
Now, that's what we know at this point. We'll keep you updated on that as we get more updates. We'll talk to somebody on scene and just find out about all that. We'll be right back as this morning is fastly getting away from us. Is that a word, fastly?
It is today. It's already past a half.
Woof.
With generations of refined expertise, she ensures your cherished pieces are meticulously cared for. Pettit Jewelers, Philadelphia.
The selection is always changing at Massey Supermart Auto Sales with low mileage cars and trucks. How about a 2022 Jeep Wrangler or a 2021 Honda Ridgeline Sport with only 40,000 miles, a GMC Denali, or a 2024 Silverado 2500. Drop in today and find the car that you're looking for. They're packed with low-mileage cars and trucks.
The low profit dealer, Massey Supermart.
For something as vital as your eyes, you should have your lenses and contacts made with the utmost care and precision. And that's what Grayson Optical does on 24th Avenue. Since 1996, Grayson Optical's mission has been to provide Meridian and surrounding areas with quality eye care products. That's why we're locally owned and operated. And don't forget, custom-made sunglasses like Costa for your eyes only. When you need to see clearly, Grayson Optical. 2021 24th Avenue, Meridian. 601-693-6374.
Meridian's favorite barbecue is Squealer's Barbecue, named the barbecue capital for the state of Mississippi. Whether it's barbecue, wings, or burgers, Squealer's simply has the best for a family environment. Every Thursday night, there's live music out on the porch. Takeout orders are welcome, and whether it's your next tailgate or large catering event, your friends at Squealer's are there to help. Drop in for lunch today or a night out on the town. Squealer's Barbecue, the best in fine barbecue.
Woo, we're back.
Now, I don't know if there's any truth to this, but I'm being told that she has a snake, too. A pet snake. Yeah, I ain't going home to visit no snake. I have found out why her dating life is not doing so well.
You know, I
You
had
have a snake up in your house, you're not really going to get me in. That usually tends
a
to...
snake in the house. It wasn't mine.
He just come to visit?
A roomie had them. We had an anaconda and 2 Burmese pythons.
There is just no sense in ever having a snake in your house, Odie. Period.
Well, we had 3 of them.
That's just... They can get out, you know.
That's happened. The anaconda was 8 foot.
I just
The Burmese python, one was 8 foot, and the other one was about 6.
Mississippi has a tendency of a shovel or something to handle situations like that. They don't. I just, oh boy, it gives me I get creeped out over that quickly there.
Both lanes are open on 80. Everything's open. Everything is now just completely in the parking lot. So should be good to go.
Okay. All right, as we travel along, let's take a look and go back in history now as we go back to 1793.
Yeah, look at there.
George was there as he laid the cornerstone early this morning as they would start building this. As you know, as the British would come back later, they'd set fire to it and made it. It was used a lot during the Civil War. It's done a lot. Still stands. The U.S. Capitol. Interesting there. Also laid the cornerstone of the White House. George was a busy fellow there.
He was a busy one. That's a Masonic deal.
Sure is.
Yeah.
And not as many of those in our leadership anymore. As you well know.
So, well, yeah. Now, this was a funny movie, and I liked it.
Used Cars. It was probably one of the first that Kurt Russell was in. Anybody remember this? The guy that ran the dealership across the street, Jack Warden, has a birthday today. He was born in 1920. If you really want to see something funny, that show is hilarious.
They had to go get a mile of cars.
Sure did. Got all the student drivers to drive them back.
Yeah.
I don't remember the girl.
Deborah Harmon.
Deborah Harmon. Okay.
But I don't remember if she's played in anything else.
What was the theme song? If you do the crime, you'll do the time. Is that what it said? Yeah. We go back for Beretta in 1933. Robert Blake was born. He would be arrested later on.
Yeah, that's him, all right.
Yeah. He was a little fella there.
He fought and fought. I didn't do nothing to my wife. Is court completely over
it's
with?
over.
I think he got convicted, didn't he?
I don't remember. It's been so long, but I remember it being in the headlines. I can't remember. Somebody remind us of this. If you'll go back to Everybody Loves Raymond, this guy was on there. He was also on the funniest show that ever happened. Anchorman. I love that show.
We can tell.
Fred Wilson was born. Willard was born on this day. He's passed away since then, but he was born in 1933. And as we all know, you put anything in front of Anchorman, he'll read it. Put it on the teleprompter.
It doesn't matter what it is.
Keep it classy. This couple
Wow.
were it. It was 60s or 50s if they were good.
I think the 50s, really.
Yeah, Frankie Avalon, anybody remember him? He was born today. Annette Funicello, looking like a banana there. That's why I know to put it there.
You hit that one on the mark, didn't you?
I mean, that's a big old banana.
Yeah, it is. I wasn't going to say nothing.
Some things you just can't overlook. It would be 1964 that we would get. Remember that?
Don't.
As we got the Addams Family, it premiered tonight. Uncle Fester and Wednesday.
It?
And what was her name? The grandma. I don't remember. Yeah, I can't either. There wasn't much to look
I
at.
can't. No, not at all.
As we go, one of my favorite shows. She
Yep,
was just a beautiful woman. As Major Nelson would have to handle the situation. It became 65. I Dream of Jeannie premiered. Good show. She just lived in a bottle.
He lived in a bottle and wore small outfits.
Her first out, and this lady, we brought her up a minute ago.
Yeah.
She went from rags to riches, richer and richer, and to this day does so much good. And we brought her up earlier today because we said, well, she never gets political. She doesn't. But it was 1967 that her first album would be pressed and go to the public, as we remember that, for Dolly. It all began today. She had a release there in 66, and then the album came out today. And again, the game changer that changed things for her was Porter, who had a television show at the time, who saw her, invited her to become a cast member each week, and then the rest is history, so to speak. And then we would
And
get...
then she started the kids' book series. She's done a lot.
Do you remember her TV show of hers where the butterfly was always there and she was in that swing?
Not right off.
Come on now. Life is like a butterfly. That was her big song, and they had that on everything. And she was in that big swing on her show there. Speaking of him, this guy would have his biggest hit to date. Is that wedding ring would get, tossed down in the well. Had to keep those secrets there as Porter Wagner recorded the Carroll County accident. And all across America, everybody that had a Carroll County would think, well, that happened in my hometown, my little county there. It was a bad wreck, and they described it. If you've never heard the song, go back and listen. It paints a story that you'll never forget.
Jimi Hendrix.
He was a hippie.
You never watched him, did you? He's got some
Absolutely.
good music.
No, he wasn't. That type of music was not mine. I understand he was big, but it just wasn't my thing. But this is from, what was that hippie convention?
Woodstock.
That's where that all happened there. Bunch of hippies got together in the pasture, and he was one of the headliners.
I wish I was there. That would have been fun.
It just wasn't my lifestyle, those hippie. Charlie Daniels used a term for it that I won't say.
Oh, yeah.
He may have been a cheater, but boy, he sure could ride a bicycle.
Well,
Lance Armstrong.
he didn't take drugs.
He didn't?
He oxygenated his blood.
Isn't that the same thing?
Well, no, we got oxygen. He just put a little bit more in there. He didn't take any of them drugs that make you go faster. But
They disqualified.
went past the rules, and the rules say you can't do that. He got what he deserved.
Was he ever cleared of any of that? I lost interest.
No, I don't think so. Now,
Kinda like
somebody
Pete
did
Rose.
say that Robert Blake was not convicted. So I guess he's either gotten off of it or it's still going on. But
Yeah,
I think
he's-
Lance Armstrong is, and he didn't fight it anymore. He knew that.
I think Robert Blake's no longer with us now. I think his
did he
his
pass
time
on?
card. I think his time card punched out. I think so.
Well, that would make sense then.
Whew, this is a different era in life. Y'all remember the Dick Van Dyke Show? Yeah, everything shades on that. It premiered in '71. Not one of my favorite shows.
No, I didn't break the door down to go watch it.
This, I can sing you nearly every line of that song today. I remember the year that Clayton Delaney died. Nobody ever knew it, but I went out in the woods and I cried. Tom T. Hall had a #1 hit today.
Oh, Tom.
Boy, that was a great song.
He had some good ones. Oh, this old guy right here. He's another one that.
This is what really shook country music. Country music was, well, it always been about drinking and things like that, but it never had a song that insinuated what this song did. And it went kind of like, boom, boom, boom. As I touched forbidden places, boom, boom, boom. Whoo! It got heated up as Conway told it how it was. If y'all remember, it was a crossover hit. It peaked on the rock and roll side at 22, went number 1 on the country side there, and you've never been this far before.
So that crossover, is that kind of, was he the father of
He had several songs.
country music being, that genre being changed from what it was originally?
Conway changed every decade or so as to how he adjusted to the housewife. He knew that the housewife was who his audience was.
Yeah.
And he sang to her. And that bump, 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 you've never been this far before. Whoo! I can see the want to in your eye. And then he done a lot of songs of the lady that was thinking that her husband was doing things, and he sang to them, and they come to see him in droves.
And they bought them albums.
I'm lying here with Linda on my mind. Whew.
Yeah.
It got stout there.
Young
Now-
women, old dogs, and watermelon wine.
Faster horses. One of Tom T's, one of the greatest songs he ever wrote was "That's How I Got to Memphis." If y'all remember that. One of my favorite that he actually sang, and if it don't make someone cry and take you back in time, "The Homecoming." Have you ever heard that? Homecoming.
If you sing some of it, I might.
It's basically about a singer who's on the road. And he comes home to visit his daddy, and he goes in and he doesn't realize he tried to make it home for his mother's funeral, and he didn't make it. And man, it just shows you how fast life is, and you better take those moments. Enjoy it. You better.
It doesn't take long.
1978, our world would change forever because Lonnie got a big gig.
Yeah, she was on everybody's TV.
Yeah, she would be headliner there with Johnny Fever and Venus Flytrap and so many others. WKRP in Cincinnati premiered, and can anyone believe that was 1978?
No.
Herb. Everybody's got to have a salesman named Herb.
Herb was Herb. And Les Nestor.
Yep. Les Nessman.
Yeah.
Reporting live.
I had Don Nestor on my mind. I mean, it kind of resembles.
I talked to Don yesterday.
Did you?
I did. I was trying to beat some information out of him.
Uh-oh.
I said, "How are you, Don?"
Did he give you any?
No. He holds steady there. He wasn't giving up what time the cooking was going to be.
He will do that.
1980, this would go, and again, this come from Mississippi, straight from Mississippi from a school teacher. It went number 1. Looking for love in all the wrong places.
That was a good
Searching
one.
Strangers' Eyes, all that. Y'all remember that? Johnny Lee, it was big. I didn't watch this, 81. Anybody remember watching this movie? It had Faye Dunaway in it, Mommy Dearest.
I do remember that. That was another one of those things. I didn't have a choice because Charlene had it on. But it was something that made you think now.
If I am not mistaken, Odie, it would be somewhere around 1986. I stood on the field of Ray Stadium. George Strait was standing over there. I think it was George Strait, or maybe it was the other concert. But I know for sure this guy sang there. I'm headed for a heartache. Gary Morris was a headliner at Ray Stadium. It was somewhere around 85, 86. Ken put the show together, if I remember. Right there.
Wow.
He had Velvet Chain, so many other hits there. Gary Morris was in Meridian on Ray Stadium, if y'all like to remember back when. It ended today. No longer would the Ropers be running around and trying to bust Jack for anything, or down at the Regal Beagle. It all ended. Three's Company came to an end after a large cast of different ladies at Terry and so many more there tried to take the place of Chrissy.
Christy could not be.
She had it.
Outdone.
Suzanne Summers.
She did it. And that was before the Thigh Master.
It was. Boy, she sold a ton of them things, didn't she? Do you remember the night that she was doing a live Facebook ad on her back deck, and the guy climbed the fence, and she goes, "Ooh, who are you?" Do you remember that?
I heard something now that you say that.
And
I
they go,
remember
"Call the
something about
police
it."
quick!" She had her own Suzanne Summers line of jewelry, and she was hawking it on Facebook Live, and this guy just scales her fence.
I just want to buy some of your wares.
Whew. This was a good show. Anybody remember Jim? Wasn't it the brother? Jim Belushi?
James Belushi.
James. Okay.
Yep.
The Principal. That was a good show. Louis Gossett Jr. was also on there. I don't remember what part he played, but man, it was good.
He was a tap dancer too.
Was he?
Old Louis Gossett Jr. I believe he could tap dance. Him and what's the other guy?
He was in Iron Eagle. I know
He
that.
was in Iron Eagle.
I don't remember seeing him tap dancing that.
No.
You sure you got your
Maybe
movies?
I got him confused with another.
I don't remember it. It could have been, though. This is what every man that ever had a bad thought, payback comes.
Yeah.
Here comes a rabbit. No.
Well, you can say the rabbit.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Fatal Attraction
Yeah.
premiered today. And, of course, that was a big movie there, and it scared a lot of folks to acting right. Sure did. She passed away today. We'll go back for that. Remember Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
She is owed her due. Didn't agree with a lot of, didn't agree with hardly
Her thoughts were
anything,
different than ours, but she was a Supreme
she
Court
was
justice.
a Supreme Court justice. Thank you, Brian. Gregory Hines was who I was thinking about.
You know what Odie needed this morning?
Another cup of coffee.
A V8. Maybe you needed a Coca-Cola.
Well, and I got it right here.
You,
But there's nothing like a good cold Coca-Cola,
I
like
know.
you said, in the glass bottles. Or I haven't tried it yet, but the new Oreo Coca-Cola
Wait a
is
minute.
out.
Oreo?
Oreo cookie Coca-Cola.
Well, can you get them to come down and?
We need
I'd like for them to come down and show us that if you
we
would.
need to work on that.
Call
right
Coca-Cola.
there and get them. But look, we always shop local. Well, that's one way to do it. Twofold, because you're buying from a local store and you're buying from Meridian Coca-Cola.
And here's the next problem. I still got my 1956 Coca-Cola as you walk up the stairs in 10,000 pieces. It's everywhere. It's everywhere.
Well,
it's kind of
is.
like my 86
Yeah.
Chevrolet. Can Humpty Dumpty put it back together?
Humpty Dumpty's too big.
I'm good at tearing things apart. It's just
Humpty Dumpty ain't got no time.
Humpty done run out. It's Coca. I got a door here. I got some glass here.
Yeah.
I got a motor that's rebuilt for my Coca-Cola machine, though. It's going to cool whenever it goes back together.
Whenever it gets back in. But it's one of those, do y'all remember the glass bottles that you put your money in and you pull the glass bottle out? That's the machine he's got down there.
One day, it'll be back there as a backdrop for us.
Is
One day.
Coke your new sponsor? They are a new sponsor of
Yes,
our show.
absolutely.
So, yes, that's why we say Coca-Cola.
It's the
It will
best.
hit the spot.
We'll be right back.
There's something special about autumn and Al's Garden and Gift. There's no better place to pick up beautiful mums, snapdragons, and pumpkins. Fall in love with pumpkins in a vibrant array of colors and sizes. Hay bales, corn stalks, homemade wreaths, flags, and unique pottery waterfalls will add extra appeal to an entrance or outdoor space. Tailgating festivities are fun with Captain Rodney's, Grumpy Man, Redneck Gourmet Sauces, salsa, jellies, cheese straws, and more. Al's Garden and Gift, a charming place to harvest memories and gifts this fall.
If every time the wind blows you get a little leery about a tree over your house, talk to my friends at Reed Tree Service. There's no reason to be worried about a tree crashing through your house. Mike Reed has years of experience dealing with trees. It can be as simple as having a limb removed or a tree that is just huge too close to your shop or house. It's not going to cost you anything to have Mike come out and give you an estimate. They're licensed and insured, taking care of East Mississippi and West Alabama. Reed Tree Service. Have tree, will travel.
2024 Kia Sportages have rates as low as 0.9%. The 2024 Kia Sorento has interest rates as low as 0.9%. We've got 2024 Kia Fortes for as low as $349 a month. $349 a month. Come see us at Kia of Meridian.
Got to say their commercials are funny. They do a lot with it.
Yeah. Keith has brought up Clark County Jail and then death and
No,
and then a follow.
natural causes.
Yeah.
100%. That's what we've been told by the coroner at natural causes. I know you've asked that question a couple times, but yeah, natural causes. As we go to the accident that happened yesterday, Whoa, boy, this would be I-59, mile marker 122, 124, right around there as we pull this up. This is the initial accident of a flipped over 18-wheeler. We often talk about this, that behind that could be another accident, and yes, that happened also. We had this truck slam on brakes, and that crane tilted, and traffic was shut down and diverted. I think it was about 4 hours as they went to clean up. Here's another picture as we look at our friends from Clark County. Hot topics here. That crane, as it just kind of slid off the old truck there.
That's a lot of weight.
This was the initial wreck here, and that's what went on there. What a mess it was, and again, it held up traffic forever on 59, and it slowed things down coming in Meridian. That was just on the northern end of Jasper County, right at the Clark County line, as close as you could get to it.
Yeah, they had to bring the back roads to come around and in, but it was good. They were out there on scene. Clark County deputies was helping getting that rerouted. And they all did a wonderful job.
We had a fire alarm go off in Neshoba County. All you folks in Neshoba County, Highway 488 yesterday. Our folks were there in the Hope community as volunteer firemen showed up in full force to help out put out a fire. Even the power company made it there. No injuries, thank heavens there, but things like this happen from time to time. Glad everybody in Neshoba County was okay with that. This is, and expect more delays today. Let me just tell you, it's coming.
Yeah.
If you're out by the Evangel Temple trying to get towards Greg's Fireworks, anywhere north at Clarkdale Water Association or Clarkdale High School, look at this. Rump row. There's a red light, and let me show you this. I think we got a picture of the red light also.
It's up there. People are thinking a red light, but yep, it's been installed.
Yep, they can just kind of put that in any pasture they want.
Well, I tell you, so people are complaining. There's a few that don't like that all that's going slow and you're down to one lane. But I tell you, what's going to come when this is done is going to be a whole lot better because they are completely repaving and redoing this entire road on 145. So go around, be careful, be cautious. A good time's coming.
It was. And same thing, we want to point this out on 22nd Avenue Heights. Slow traffic. I may have a picture of that as well. I do, right here.
Yeah.
A lot of, they're grading that, as you can see, they're cutting it up. Again, it's a little delay for a little while, but it's going to be okay because the end result will change everything.
Exactly. It's going to make it so much better.
Yep.
But while you're out and about, if you've got to go down these roads, 22nd Avenue Heights, 145, just know that you're going to have a little time delay on there.
We've been watching this hole for the last couple of days. It started out with one little cone there, and the hole got bigger and bigger. And I think that we're out yesterday afternoon making a repair on this. But this was I-1-ish, 130 that we took this picture, somewhere along in there. But I think some repairs have been made in that curve. And that's just dangerous. This is where Heritage is right here.
Yeah, yeah.
In that curve, you come
Right
up on
there on
40th.
23rd or Poplar Springs Drive.
Poplar Springs Drive, and that would be 39th or so.
37th, somewhere around in there.
Yeah. But I think it's been repaired.
It's not 36. I think you're right. I think it's 39th.
Because 40th is right up there by the church and the old gas station. Yeah.
No, they're not taking the curves out of 22nd Avenue Heights.
That would be nice.
It would be nice, but they are repaving it, so you got better grip while you go around.
Got to have that scenic view through there. Now, let me tell y'all something about this before, as we get it. This is a big deal. I don't know if anybody's ever watched this before. Tim Tebow. You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah, the
Football
quarterback.
player. Mm-hmm. He is a Christian. Each year they do a big deal somewhere for special needs. This year, Meridian, Mississippi has been chosen for this event.
Oh, wow.
Can you believe that?
That is awesome.
Odie, let me pull this up. Now, this is just the announcement has just been made. Central United Methodist Church has been chosen for the Night to Shine program. This is coming up in February, and if you do not know what I'm talking about, Google this. This is broadcast worldwide. The attention that Meridian, Mississippi will get out of this is just over the top. We cannot, whoever put this together for the church and submitted for it to be considered for it deserves a huge pat on the back. Because
kudos for sure.
Yeah, this is big time. We'll be talking with the church in between now and then. We can't brag enough about this. This is what Tim does to raise money for special needs children, and then again, coming from our little hometown, is absolutely wonderful. We cannot brag enough. And again, it is night to shine. If you'll go right here to our page, find this post, and then click right here, this will take you to the Facebook, the YouTube page, and it tells you about it and how it works and why they do it. It's kind of like a prom is the way it is. You'll enjoy. It's a blessing. Y'all check that out. And again, coming soon, Tim Tebow. Did I say that right?
Tim Tebow.
I couldn't get it out.
Who, in my eyes, he picked God over football. And
that about sums it up.
I think he's doing better and happier than he would if he played football.
That old boy, he knelt for the right reason. And if you remember...
And wouldn't take no, I'm not.
They just kept on eating him alive on that, and he continued. I respect that. He even had the Bible verse there, if you remember, underneath the eye there.
All right, so we've got an update. Highway 80 there, westbound. So right there in front of the truck stop on 80 between I-20 and the prison, down to one lane while they get this truck unloaded and everything else. So be careful, down to one lane going through there until they get all that finished up.
We would get this doesn't get any sadder. The news would break about the time that we were getting off the air of an incident that happened in Hattiesburg yesterday. It was at Thames Elementary School. We had a young child take their own life yesterday. And from what I'm understanding, they basically hung themselves near the school. And what a horrible sight for children to see coming in. And we don't know the who, what's, and why they did it. But what a tragic incident that happened there. It was on the 300 block of Hillendale Drive is where it all took place. No foul play is expected out of this. They do think it was done to themselves, and as this updates, we'll let you know. But keep your heart out for those kids that are there and for the family members that were affected by this. More coming up. Scotty Ray and Odie.
Tired of buying cars with no warranty? Are you worried about your car breaking down? Come see us at Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, the only dealership in Meridian that gives you a 7-year unlimited mileage powertrain warranty on qualified new and used cars, trucks, and SUVs. Buy with confidence. We'll take care of you for 7 years, new and used, at Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram.
Philadelphia Gun and Pawn, located at 910 Posey Avenue, has tons of lawnmowers to choose from. A big selection of zero-turn lawnmowers, power washers, and even barbecue grills. Step inside the store and see their complete line of Liberty safes along with those Browning safes. A large selection of Louis Vuitton purses along with satin shirts and bead sets. And tons to choose from for the outdoorsman in your household. And always a great deal on any type of jewelry you're looking for. And a private lobby for pawns for your confidentiality. Philadelphia Gun and Pawn. Bittersweet Crossroads in downtown Enterprise has new hours for summer. Monday through Friday, 8 until 5 p.m. and Saturday, 9 until 5 p.m. A great sandwich shop where they make their own honey mustard. Come try a sub or wrap today. They make some of the best homemade frozen custard with hot fudge drizzle. For specialty coffee, frozen custard, sandwiches, and ice cream, it's Bittersweet Crossroads, Highway 11 South, downtown Enterprise. 601-453-4009. Boy, I was getting caught up on what's coming up out at Collinsville First Baptist Church. A Night for the King is going to be coming the 29th. Hillary will be here on Monday. Let's talk about this. This is where athletes get together and all the kids come in to the church. It's going to be a big night. Let me see what time it gets underway. Doors open at 5, worship at 5:30, 6 to 12th graders. And I remember McDonald's helping them out last year.
I believe you're right on that. Yeah.
I got to say a big thank you to them for what they do for our community. There's so many things that they do behind the scenes that not everybody realizes. Thank y'all.
I want to bring this up. Somebody says that kid over in Hattiesburg. He was no kid. He was 18 years old. He was a kid. You're right. He's an adult.
On paper.
but he was young. He had his entire life ahead of him. And that's the problem. We've got so many people committing crimes, taking their own life, that are young, that are 18, 20 years old, younger than that, committing crimes, committing murder. Yeah, they're kids, but why are we allowing this to happen? We are not raising our kids right. We're allowing other people or other entities to raise our kids. We're not taking care of our kids. We're allowing TV to raise our kids. We've gotten rid of God. How's that working out for you? Because it's not working out real good. We see how we are all going through this time of destruction. I'm sorry, at 18 years old, yeah, he's not a kid, but he's a very young adult, and we need to find out what was going through his head, what pushed him to that, because that is devastating for our community to just blow off an 18-year-old that did that.
It's sad either way.
It's sad.
But y'all think of Hattiesburg as we look at that. Another thing that has last night, did y'all see these pictures of all this stuff that started coming in there? This is over by the casino there. There's the full moon as it comes up right above the moon there in Philadelphia. Has some other pictures there. As we look at this, let me show this. This was a pretty interesting picture of the actual. Look at this, Odie. As we pull it up, look, isn't that gorgeous? Let me close that out where you can actually see the moon.
Man,
that's the way it looked last night. Great cameras. It is breathtaking sometimes to look up and see what God has to offer above us.
Yeah, Amy got a couple. She's got one of them fancy phones with the fancy computer camera, and I mean she can reach way out there and get it. And there was some great pictures of that moon last night.
We need to do some congratulations. Let's go through a few of these because it's a big deal for schools as we go here.
Yeah.
We say congratulations to Newton County School District there. Look at those A's they got.
Newton County got a school district, A for elementary school and an A for middle and high school.
We also have right here a big congratulations to Kemper County High School. They moved to a B. That is fantastic. We're proud of them.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, Kemper 2 years ago, for a couple of years, was a failing school.
I don't know.
And now that's a B. I mean, the administration has come a long way. Congratulations. That's great.
Philadelphia Public School got to be there. Wow. Perfecto. We're glad for y'all also. That's a big deal. And then we get this from the Meridian Wildcats. If you'll go through here, they had their big announcement yesterday of their scores. They also came up. Here's the breakdown of it from C's to B's and all the way through that. Take a look at what Meridian High School done. We got another one here. Lauderdale County. They did absolutely wonderful as well. An A rating for 3 years in a row. Now, I think we got one more, Odie, that I need to find.
Well,
here.
it took a whole page to bring theirs up.
Man.
This one.
And let me just show it straight from the page. Enterprise School District, congratulations. It's you know, as you go through here, this is stuff in the state here. Number 10 in the state, college and career ready. Number 2 in the entire state. 8th grade math, top 15. It just goes on of what all they have, biology, 4th grade, and congratulations to every one of these. A-rated school there.
Everybody's saying Southeast and West Lauderdale. Lauderdale County Schools
Covers
got an
all,
A.
yeah.
So everybody got that A. Everybody in our area
has done well.
Has done extremely great.
And if we haven't gotten your school yet, inbox us so that we'll be more than glad to put that on.
Yeah.
Because everybody and stuff like this deserve a pat on the back from the teachers to the students, all the way around the administration that make these things happen to get kids back in classes and study hard. A lot goes into it of counselors helping with kids. And let's be honest, as we all know, not every home life is perfect. It's not. Mm-mm. We have people trying their best to help troubled students get through this, and man, it's turning around. We appreciate that. We'll be right back.
Tired of buying cars with no warranty? Are you worried about your car breaking down? Come see us at Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, the only dealership in Meridian that gives you a 7-year unlimited mileage powertrain warranty on qualified new and used cars, trucks, and SUVs. Buy with confidence. We'll take care of you for 7 years, new and used, at Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram.
Philadelphia Gun and Pawn, located at 910 Posey Avenue, has tons of lawnmowers to choose from. A big selection of zero-turn lawnmowers, power washers, and even barbecue grills. Step inside the store and see their complete line of Liberty safes along with those Browning safes. A large selection of Louis Vuitton purses along with satin shirts and bead sets. And tons to choose from for the outdoorsman in your household. And always a great deal on any type of jewelry you're looking for. And a private lobby for pawns for your confidentiality. Philadelphia Gun and Pawn. And welcome back, Scotty Ray and Odie. And somebody asked about the pager issue in the Middle East. That did happen yesterday. Those were program pagers that went off. That's what happened there.
We're bringing up Greene County was number 7 in the state. So good job for everybody out there.
We got another event that I wanted to bring up. The Police Benevolent Association. We always support police and what they do. They're going to have a Police Benevolent Association 30th annual 4-person scramble. 30 years of it, Odie.
30 years, and that's today. Starts at 9 o'clock. So going out to help them. Yeah, go ahead and get your swings in. It's going to be a great day for golfing, I believe.
Yeah, I don't know anything about it. I got to be honest. I'm not a golfer. I don't know much about it.
Now, I can play some putt-putt. I like putt-putt.
Well, I'm not so good at that either. I've tried it.
I don't even know if we got a putt-putt place no more.
No, we don't.
That's sad.
No, we don't. We don't have anything like that in Meridian. Been taken, gone. Used to be down there on North Frontage Road.
Yeah, they put a burger joint there.
Yeah, and then behind that became a homeless shelter. Yeah.
Wow.
They just brought their own tent and buggy. Made people not want to come play putt-putt. When you have an overwhelming amount of that, it does hurt business. I just thought I'd say that out loud in case no one else knew.
But give them more free stuff and then wonder why they come here.
Man alive.
Yeah.
There we are. We'll keep you posted on all that. We got some birthdays in your list is long this morning.
Uh-oh, wait a minute. That police department. You still got that handy? With the deal? Okay. Debbie, thank you so much. That is not today. This is still September.
Oh, that is
October 18th. Y'all go on out there today and get practicing.
That 18 stuck out, didn't it? And who says we're not prepared?
Oh, that's right. I'm going to get on this whole staff for giving me the wrong information. Oh, wait a minute. That was me. Thank you for doing that. Yeah.
Show prep.
Carl says we don't have any putt-putt places, but we got some potholes.
Yes, sir. They're big and distinguished. We try to take as many pictures of those as we can each day there. Got another little birthday coming in there.
Yeah, I've already got her on the list there, so she's already part of it. Yeah. We just haven't pushed out the birthdays yet. They fixing to be here in just a minute, though. Well, I guess we could go ahead and push out some of these birthdays.
Jump right on it there, Odie.
Bobby Bowman Spears is having a birthday. I'm not going to tell you how old she is. Joey Lones had a birthday. Eddie Ivy, and everybody knows who Eddie Ivy is, got a birthday today. Lindsay McBriar is having a birthday. Sarah Sanders Allen, Sarah Stratham. Downtown Joey Brown, the big 5-0 today. Wanda Jones, 52. Debbie Wright. Jason Wyndham. Joe Lancaster. Madison Gibson, the big 12. 12, you got one more year. You're still a young kid. Next year, the teens hit, and you started doing more around the house. So enjoy this last year. William Tew is having a birthday. And Tina Cumberland's having a birthday, and Greg said something about she was asking for some apple butter jelly for her birthday. So we'll have to find out about that. Yeah, that's Greg's sister.
Yes,
So,
sir. I saw her yesterday, as a matter of fact. I got a big hug. I got a birthday hug there.
That's it. So happy birthday. We do too.
Supreme Court has paved the way in a 4-5 decision in the great state of Mississippi for Willie Manning execution to move forward. He killed 2 college students at Mississippi State 30 years ago. It will move forward now for the execution to take place. 30 years ago. My, oh my, that's been a little while ago.
Wow.
That has been. As we close out our show, we can't thank y'all enough from the bottom of our hearts for each and every one of you joining us. We appreciate all the comments that come in. If you've got a comment, a suggestion, always drop it to us during the day. We'd love to hear from you, whatever you see as well. Gets us to the scene a lot quicker there.
I don't know how you can get quicker.
Sometimes I'm behind the scenes.
Oh,
There truly is a lot of times that I'm at places that I don't report. It ends up being, after you get there, not as serious as it was once thought. And that's, I'll get a lot of texts sometimes that go, why didn't you say something about this? Well, after you get there and you start getting what really went down, an argument that nothing happened. That's why I don't post those. Sometimes you'll see 5-6 police cars take off somewhere. I think yesterday there was an incident to where they responded to something after it got there. It was just a verbal argument, not as serious as it sounded to begin with.
We hope that this doesn't turn into an argument.
What's that?
Jerry, you didn't come out and say that Jerry and Joy Stevenson's got a 36th anniversary
He just said
today.
he does.
No, Joy had to bring that up.
Oh, did he? Did she?
Yeah, Joy had to bring up that it was 36th anniversary to Jerry. Jerry didn't bring it up.
Well, Joy didn't. He didn't remember.
Well, we're gonna pray for him.
We can't remember everything in life. She got him. That's what matters. That makes her the winner.
There you go. Yeah.
She should be dancing. Look on the bright side. He chose you. 36 years ago.
Yeah, that's what I tell everybody.
That would have been about 1988 if my arithmetic does right in my head.
Your arithmetic is going, huh?
And that was back.
Oh, he's still in bed. That's why.
Oh, okay. Let the man sleep in peace.
Yeah.
Again, we say thank you. And Odie, I'm going to ask you to give us a Bible verse there to lead us out of this to go face the world today. What do we got?
We got Psalms 51:10. Create in me a clean heart, O God, and renew a right spirit within me. We need to all look at God and look at ourselves, and are we living our life the way God sees fit? We are made in the image of Him, but are we living for Him? Come out next week and either be a part of the Bible reading or just take part in the Bible reading and listen to His word being said, and ask Him to come into our lives and forgive us of our sins and teach us to walk better like Him, for Him. And let's straighten our community up. Let's straighten our town, our county, and our country, and bring God back, that we will all have everlasting life. Y'all have a wonderful hump day. We'll be back tomorrow to start your Thursday. Weekend's coming. Just hang on. But until then, remember, there's one thing for sure. We'll always love you.